Man, I have to deal with this thing. Yeah, of course. Nothing over here. Oh. Can you just eat that guy? Oops. I meant to grab him. Alright, where are they? That's all for the hiss, right? It's just the spike. Astral Spike, compiled by Emily by order of Jesse. Astral spikes are metastructural entities found in the astral plane. Their existence was first confirmed when a single spike traveled into our dimension through the mind of an astronaut. See report redacted for details regarding Agent Gibson. Astral spikes seem to exist beyond our dimension's physical laws. They do not resemble any living creature or animate object we have yet encountered. They are even dissimilar to astral copies, despite the fact that both originate from the astral plane. The spikes are immensely dangerous, emitting a wavelength that disrupts all organic and inorganic matter in their immediate vicinity, with catastrophic results. Discerning the nature of this wavelength has been difficult for obvious reasons, but the parakinesiology department continues to investigate. Refer to file redacted for full report. You know, if these guys show up again in Resonant, I kind of hope there's a way to get rid of them. Because I'm just sick of them. I'm sick of everything. But no, Astral Spikes and the miners are annoying. And I guess they're not as bad because you can kite them around. And they don't really attack you so long as you don't get close. But I wouldn't mind just getting rid of them to make safer traversal. And like with the quarry, it would have been much more convenient getting back and forth through there if I could have gotten rid of the astral spikes.
41 days since entry day, the name of our historic arrival to the oldest house. Morale is long dead, and its corpse is starting to smell. My research staff complain of a presence watching them. Many have suffered nervous fits. Some were evacuated. In cheerier news, I've made some new friends. I met them while exploring the deeper caves. They're hard to describe, but imagine avant-garde sculptures of humans. I call them the id. They aren't hostile. In fact, they're polite and quiet, which is more than I can say for my colleagues. Most id are shy, but a few were quite curious. While I sat taking notes, one came to look at my sketches. I offered him my pencil, but that spooked it. What are the id? Residents? Prisoners? They remind me of the golems from Kabbalistic texts, or a type of homunculi. I know I shouldn't, but I gave them names. There's Hercules, Adam, Lilith, Copernicus. Mabel is the bravest. They're a funny bunch.
So again, we see here that the id weren't hostile, but something changed them. I wonder maybe if it has something to do with Former. Like, was Former still part of the board here? And then after he got kicked out, the id started to turn? Or there was turmoil within the board before Former got kicked out, and that started the id acting weirdly? The names again. Hercules, Adam, Mabel, we talked about. Copernicus. Is he a astrologer? All I know is I think he was an older, like a much older figure for like science and astrology, maybe. But Lilith I do know. Lilith is the first woman in, is it Jewish and Christian Abrahamic mythology, basically. Although I don't know how widely known she is because I grew up Christian and I didn't know about her until I was, until like a couple years ago. So it's not Eve, it was Lilith, but Lilith, she's kind of like an evil figure. I don't remember everything about her. I just know that she was Adam's wife before Eve, and then she was removed because I guess she did something wrong, but that something didn't drag Adam down with her. But she's generally, in modern day, I think she's generally presented as a evil seductress kind of figure in stories. And like a mother of monsters or something like that. Adventure accepted. Dearest Mr. Talbot, my heartiest congratulations for achieving something that few others have. Consider my curiosity thoroughly yours. For who wouldn't be intrigued when the United States government claims to need an expert spelunker to explore the depths of a cave the likes of which no man has ever seen? A subterranean channel beneath the very heart of New York City is fascinating in and of itself. I have explored every cave system from Kentucky to Kathmandu, but a formation below America's own Big Apple is a welcome surprise. You are certainly building grand expectations. Do not let me down. I have decided to come see this mystifying cave myself. My assistant will be in touch with the details of my arrival. As requested, I will avoid making an announcement to the press, but I cannot guarantee that my travels will slip past their notice. The world is always waiting for word of Robert Ricardo's next grand endeavor. Such is the burden of a globe-trotting man of adventure such as myself. Such is the way of adventure. Keep exploring, Bob Ricardo. So it must have caused a big stir when he had that accident then. Because we don't know the nature of what happened to him. It sounded like it was physical, but it could also be mental. But I feel like, if he's so well known, you can't get that past the press unless you're like, you spear him away and then you're like, oh, he went on an adventure and then he just never came back. But maybe we won't hear about that though, like what they had to do afterwards. Also, Ash called the id avant-garde sculptures of humans. I feel like avant-garde is, at least when I hear the word, I imagine something a little bit more out there, but they just seem like basic. Like if you look at wooden mannequins or even any mannequin, they just look like mannequins. And I wonder too if were they creations of the board? Did they, if so, what is the reason for their creation? Did the board make them to be laborers? Or were they trying to, in a way, recreate humanity? Hey, can I grab you? Oh, he's taking forever. You can take care of him, right? Barely. I think I'll just leave you to it. Wait a minute. Wasn't there? Oh, hi. Launch efficiency. Just need to figure out which way I'm going. It's back? Yes, back this way. And then over here. Is this supposed to be something? Hard to make out. If it was. Oh, another box. Okay, stay there. So there's three or four down there. 1, 2, 5. Just trying to think where I should go. Let me go down. I have to find that other box again. Because I don't want to leave this area and then they all reset, so I have to come back up here again. Wasn't there another box on this side, or am I misremembering? Doesn't seem like there's a hint to be found here. 2, 3, 4. is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wait, but there's a lot of them. Hang on. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 spaces. So there should be 8 boxes. So this is a cat thing, though. Let me just move this a little bit more. So I'm missing 3. And they might all reset in a second. No, that wasn't anything. Not seeing any more boxes around here. So maybe, hopefully they're up there. Oh, one here. Two more. I feel like this would be a good place for one, right? I doubt there's one in there. I hope there's not one in there. Oh no, that... yeah, it's one of those. I'm not messing with y'all today. Oh, there's one right here. Fuck. Are you kidding me? I just have to remember. One here, one here. It's like 3 down there, 1 in there. Something like that. Yeah, I'll return to this some other time. I don't want to get too stuck on trying to complete the puzzle. I think I could make it from here, but let's see what's going on in here first.
Send a ranger to my location.
Nice to see a director out in the field.
Nice to see you too. Shit. Wait. I have my little healing nodes, so we're okay. And the ids are here. Looks like that's it. Alright, you want to come down with me? So yeah, I thought before that I wasn't going to be able to seize the nodes, but when you get the upgrade where you can seize large enemies, they count as a large enemy. Shield efficiency. Okay. So dark. Are you coming? I guess not. Maybe-
Right. This is the last one.
Maybe that puzzle, it's not 8 boxes, it's just 6, but I need to match them to the right amount of, oh, it is different. The right amount of pause, like the boxes all need to have the same amount. Okay, so in this one, the roots are longer, the nail is shorter, and there's a tree at the top.
I can't believe Marshall's brilliant plan was to blow up the nail. And she thought I wasn't ready.
I mean, what else was she gonna do? She can't defend it from all those hiss. I guess you could say, oh, she should have brought other people with her, but it might have been like too late by the time she was able to get up to other people and bring them all down to Foundation. Oops.
There. Easy as pie. Fuck! But that's the last one. I fixed it, didn't I?
What's happening? Whoa, hey. And I don't think I can get up there, right? Oh, that's a little bit far. I feel like I need to get up a little higher. But I don't know that I can. Where am I supposed to go? Oh, shit. Well, there I go. There wasn't something behind me, was there? Oh, is this something? Oh, okay, okay. I was straight up just about to dash my way across.
Holy shit.
Is that kind of like a spine?
Oh, thank God. What the hell was all that? Things should be better now, not worse. Emily will know. I hope.
Could be that the hiss are attacking now that they know it's fixed. So is it the id are freaking out? I'm gonna go back this way to check that puzzle again. I really don't want to deal with those guys right now.
Send a ranger out.
Can you just hang out with me for a bit? I guess not. What was the reason? Oh. No. This is not all of them. But I need to take it anyway. Shit, where'd that other one land? Or... Fuck. Leave me alone. Oh my god. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 8 in here. Yes. Great, awesome. Okay, you go here. You're gonna move a little bit. I wanna make sure it's not... Like, this might be... I don't know how forgiving this is with placement. So I don't want it to be in 2 squares at once. Oh, and then this one. Awesome. So that's 3 out of 6 or 7. Now, back through the cave bleed. Or... I think there was a door I needed to unlock down that one pathway, so let me go back this way. So I can teleport up there. Or is there... I don't think there are any crystals. They still there? No? Okay, lucky me. Unless they pop up behind me, which I hope is not the case. Oh yeah, I couldn't get here because I can't go up this ramp. Fade ammo refund. Goodbye. Hello. Looks fine.
It's an honor, Director.
Thank you. Whoa.
What did you do? What is causing these tremors?
I thought you could tell me. I completed the 4 rituals, just like the board told me to. The astral bleed should have stopped.
Look, it has stopped. The nail is repaired. But we have a new problem. My analysis of the nail indicates that it is literally a piece of the astral plane. Or possibly a vessel containing the astral plane. Or both. Either way, right now both dimensions are vibrating at completely incompatible frequencies. The spatial friction they are generating is incalculable. It's going to destroy both planes.
I messed this all up. Maybe Marshall was right to destroy the nail. I should have left it in pieces.
No, then the astral plane would still be leaking in. Sometimes there's no right answer, Jesse. We need more information.
No. I need to fix this, now. I'll figure something out.
No, we should really make a plan. The tremors are originating from directly below us, but we don't know what...
Perfect. I'll head down and take care of whatever's going on. Just do what you can from here.
Jesse, you can't just...
I have to, Emily. I'm the director. This is on me.
I feel like Emily's right though. I think we need to slow down.
I told you we were gonna die down here.
Bureau researchers, do not panic, Dr. Saba. Keep monitoring those tremors and get me some actionable data.
Yeah, I feel like we really need to slow down and think about things first, because Jessie, I feel like she panics so fast. And we've also seen, at least throughout this DLC, she kind of jumps to conclusions really fast. Like, when she said, oh, why would Marshall do that? Like, acting like Marshall was in the wrong for doing this, or that she couldn't handle this on her own, all these sorts of things, and then it turns out, you know, she doesn't have all the facts, or Jessie doesn't have all the facts. And as soon as she feels like she's in the wrong, she just starts freaking out. And I think we just need to
If it isn't my favorite director.
slow down and think about things for a little bit. Like, why would Marshall destroy the nail? And it's not just an impulsive decision. She must have had some thought and reasoning behind it.
If you're not gonna listen to me, then you better go figure out how to stop this. There's no telling what could happen if the vibrations escalate.
Sorry, Emily.
I'll see you later, Emily.
Good luck. Take notes.
I hope I know what I'm doing. That was just the top of the nail? How much deeper does the foundation go?
Entry day plus 118. I have changed, though it's hard to know how or why. I no longer need tools to detect the house's veins, to hear it breathe. I can feel its blood churning beneath my bare feet. I have added my own illustrations to the walls, trying to solve some mystery that the oldest house whispers to me. I have to avoid the it as I do so. They haunt me. I don't blame them. They're just following the pillar's orders. Even poor Adam doesn't seem to recognize me anymore. I've spent a long time contemplating the etchings of the tree and its roots. Did you know this city used to be a forest? I wonder if our oldest house wore a different face back then. Or if it was always here. A 21st century office building since time immemorial. Can a place know the future? Can it change its skin? Can it wander? I always thought the esoteric world was my father's, not mine. But here, in this sacred place, I finally understand his devotion and his awe.
My guess is that the oldest house does change its skin to fit in with its surroundings. So like if people were in log cabins or something, then it would look just like the buildings there. Maybe a little bit stranger than them, because it looks strange compared to other skyscrapers, but it would still fit in some way.
The crystals are glowing like crazy here. It's almost like they're trying to stop me.
Astral spike. HRA was damaged.
Oh.
The board said it.
When Marshall blew up the nail, the board attacked her. I don't fucking like it.
I tried to get out after the detonation, but the astral spike came out of nowhere. I escaped, but my HRA was damaged. I'd bet a year's salary the board sent it. We never did see eye to eye. They have too much control over Trench, the Bureau, the House. They make themselves part of every important process. Nothing a little C4 can't fix. 2 birds, 1 bomb. Christ, what a mess. But I stopped the hiss. I did it. If Phaeton did her part, then the Bureau is safe. Until the next thing. Jesse has good reason to hate the Bureau. But that could be what we need right now. She won't follow the same path. Won't fall into the same traps. She'll lead her way. So, Director Phaeton, here's my last lesson. You can't save everybody.
There's nothing up here, right? Yeah, I don't think it's hiding anything. That's a lot of red light. And a save point. How convenient. Oh, and I can get a ranger here. So nice.
Nobody else hears the house. Their ears are too full of lies. We were shown the way inside so we could help. But all we've done is fall victim to the same parasite. I should have seen the web earlier. The strands between Northmore, the pillar, the gun, the id. What hope did we have? Thrown into this conflict beyond our comprehension. I've decided to rejoin the Bureau in the upper levels, to end my long absence spent in the Foundation. Northmore will be angry at me for disobeying him. That's just his way. But I don't care. I need to remain in the oldest house to help however I can. I doubt I can steer the Bureau back on the right course, but I have to try. How did I go so long without a purpose? Without devotion? I can hardly remember how it felt. I realize how grateful I am to Father for setting me on this path. I wish I could tell him that.
So he talked before about how the oldest house might have a champion and it might be him. And I think this recording sounds like the house chose him as a champion. And it also makes it seem like the house and the board are at odds, but the house doesn't have a lot of power to fight against the board. The board has everything, and the house can control itself a little bit, but it can't fully purge itself of the board's influence. Maybe.
This is the director. I need immediate assistance.
The Hiss are in for it now.
But if Ash is saying that he feels changed, and that he can, he doesn't need his instruments to know how the house is feeling or to feel its blood, things like that, then definitely seems like the house has changed him on purpose. Is that Marshall? I missed? Okay. Oh no. I didn't miss, it's just the model isn't really there, kind of.
Marshall? You're alive.
Soon you will no longer recognize us, or yourself, or him, or her, or them. Family is dead. The walls are broken, but yellow and red in the eye.
God damn it.
Inverted is made right. Leave your innocence.
Fuckers take everything. I am not letting you take this.
Service to the way. You've always been within you. You want this to be true.
Oh shit. Oh my god, don't kill my guy. Oh my god, my poor guy. Oh, he died. Oh no, he's there. Okay. Oh shit. Maybe a little bit.
Holy shit!
Yeah. Holy shit. I need more healing. Where is she? Oh shit. Fuck. I guess I ran into a grenade or something? That's why melee sucks. You just can't get in close because then you get smacked by miners or you get hit by a grenade.
Director Faden here. Dispatch a ranger to this location.
Alright, come on now. Ow, what the fuck? Okay, where'd she go? Holy shit. No, my guy. I didn't even get Marshall. Oh, these are my helpers. Ow. I need to get... Fuck. Damn it. I wanted to seize this guy. Whoa, 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 whoa. Can you get off this stupid platform? It's a little difficult to see her because that area is so dark.
Sorry, I wasn't here to help.
Oh my god.
Reinforcements
The
are
nail
here.
is corrupted. That explains why the board wasn't answering what's causing the quakes. Marshall came down here to stop this. I should have been with her. I could have saved her. But I can still save everyone else.
I mean, she didn't want you to come. Seize accelerator. I mean, I don't need it now because this is the end. Oh my god. But you see, Former sent me reinforcements and the board didn't.
Well, fuck you too.
Oh, I'll be sure to.
Let's play it smart. They don't need to know I'm onto them. Not yet, anyway.
Oh, it's just a little area I could back into for cover, I guess. I don't think those are gonna go away. And so the board was saying, like, oh, we can't control the astral entities. But then Former comes in and does have control over them. Which could mean Former just took it away from them at some point. Or they never had it to begin with. Oh, there you are. Oh, and this is the bottom of the crossroads. What? Hello?
The nail is secure. The hiss can't touch it. I can't undo the astral bleeding in the Foundation, but at least it's stopped.
Along with the seismic activity. You did it, Jesse. Did you ever find Marshall?
I did. She's gone. She died thinking she'd save the Bureau. Not a bad way to go. I wasn't ready for this crisis. I didn't even see it coming. But I promise I'll be ready for the next one. I mean, what good is a director who can't hold her Bureau together? I thought I know how to handle things, now that I'm the director. Clearly, it's not that simple. I need to choose a direction for the Bureau. It should be one that serves our goals, not the board's. Whatever those are. I need to lead my way.
You got this, Director.
Thanks, man. And Former just disappeared, huh? Purpose. Departure. Jesse, Dylan, Faden. Oh my goodness. So does that mean when they were making this DLC, they already knew they wanted Dylan to be the next protagonist of the next game? Because we know the board reaches out to him in the Resonance trailer. Or is it the Resonant trailer? So what does that mean? They are already looking at Dylan as a possible replacement in case Jesse goes astray? Maybe they're already worried about her being taken in by Former, even though we haven't gotten much interaction with Former. I know, that's interesting. And then they must be afraid of what Emily could find. That's why they want us to get rid of her and send her back to the oldest house.
Now that this nail business is handled, I should probably be getting back to executive. But maybe I'll keep poking around. Just for a little bit.
Although I wonder if it would be safer to send her away, because Marshall thought that the board sent the astral spike to take her out, pretty much. And so I would be worried that if Emily stays around here too long and Jesse doesn't do anything, the board's just going to take it into their own hands and kill her themselves.
Has the nail been doing anything since we restored it? Define anything. Anything unusual? Define unusual. Emily. Sorry, but the answer is a whopping yes. Now that it's whole, the nail is emitting a constant field of, well, think of it like low-level radiation. It seems to suppress any biological matter it encounters. This explains why nothing grows here and why the Bureau had to abandon the area. Prolonged exposure would certainly begin affecting neural processes.
Wait. Was the field created when I cleansed the nail?
I considered that, but the nail's readings are quite different from the ones I recorded at the cleanse control points. I think the nail's field is purely of its own making. In fact, I think it would passively prevent any his corruption, like the HRAs do. Which makes me wonder what actually occurred when you cleansed the nail.
I've been wondering about that myself. Did the board let the hiss corrupt the nail? Did they want me to cleanse it? If so, why?
I guess my thinking is that if someone lets you do something, like this way, it would come across as if she is saving the board. So maybe they're trying to get her off balance a little bit, make her think that she did something for the board, so that she thinks she has some sort of power over them. But in actuality, they let it happen. They knew it was going to happen. They knew she was going to come and do it. So they're the ones that actually have control in the situation. So I feel like if it was Northmore, then he would like totally buy into it, like, oh, I'm the champion, I saved the board, I stopped this huge disaster from happening, I'm amazing, and the board needs me, and all that. But it's really just the board continuing to manipulate him.
What do you know about Director Northmore?
Well, he was Director Trench's predecessor, and Northmore's famous for being the first board-appointed director. See, before we found the oldest house, directors were picked by committees of old men in suits, drinking cognac and smoking cigars or whatever. Standard, uninteresting methods.
I think the word you're looking for is bureaucratic.
Or antiquated. Regardless, Northmore was eventually forced to... Well, we don't need to go into that. Strangely, the only 2 board-appointed directors left the position under unusual circumstances. If the board appoints a director, then how do they retire them? I doubt they go out and buy you a gold watch. Sorry, Jesse, I didn't mean to imply that...
Don't worry. If anyone's getting shown the door, it's them.
I think they killed them. We don't... I feel like we still don't know much about what happened to Northmore. I thought there was more on that, like more stuff to read about what he became, but I haven't found anything. But I think maybe power consumed him, so he turned into a powerful entity, but like it removed all of his humanity. And effectively, I think he's just dead. Like Northmore doesn't exist. It's what is left behind that exists now. And then Trench got corrupted, and then presumably killed himself because he put the gun to his head and pulled it, and because he's not the director anymore, the gun just killed him. And I would think too that if you become too powerful as the director, the board might just want to get rid of you because they don't want your power to mess with their own goals. Maybe that could be too sinister of a way to look at them, but they've already shown that they're not afraid of taking out their enemies, and they've shown, how they act towards Jessie when she does what they want and then when she doesn't do what they want.
What do you know about an entity named Former?
I can't say I've heard of it. You got any details for me?
Well, imagine a one-eyed bug thing. I think it was a part of the board, but then something happened and now it's separate.
Interesting. See, I always wondered if the board was some sort of entity or a group or conglomerate of linked consciousnesses, but this supports the group theory. Although I could have undergone some sort of corporeal exile. Too many unknowns to form a working hypothesis yet, but I can prioritize this matter in future astral dives if you think it's important.
Fortune favors the prepared. Do it. I'm gonna keep looking around.
I wish I could go with you, but I still need 30 hours of training before I can do field work.
We'll work on that.
It's important. You don't want to get caught
Don't be a
unawares and then die because you don't have training. So all main missions are done. No more collectibles unless they're hidden, which I'm sure there are some that are totally hidden. Everything's unlocked. And did I get enough? No. I'm short. Just one. Oh, no, I'm sorry, just two. So there are probably a couple hidden areas in the AWE DLC that would give me those last two, but again, after this, there's no quest. You're just going around killing things, and I'm not interested in that. But yeah, that's it for the Foundation DLC. I did enjoy this one. I kind of wish there was more lore to...
Is everything okay out there, Director?
Yes, I'm trying to talk. Let me move over here. But anyway, I wish there was more lore to go off of. Like with the AWE DLC, there was so much to read and so much to listen to. And I just want a little bit more, but that's probably the appeal of it, is that there's still mysteries left, like what happened to Ash, what's going on with Former, what's going on with the id, like what did they turn on people beforehand, are they controlled by Former, or are they controlled by the board, so on and so forth. But I did have a lot of fun with it. I liked that there were new mechanics involved, like with the crystals and with melee becoming more of a puzzle mechanic. Hated the enemies. I did not like the miners. I think if they staggered more often, they would be better, but they just felt relentless. So yeah, I didn't really enjoy them. I'm glad we learned what happened to Marshall. I think if I had played this when the game came out, before all the DLCs were out, I would have been very confused and maybe even a little frustrated that Marshall just disappears for the last half of the game. But it didn't feel that way because I knew she was down here. I knew we were gonna dig into her story a little bit more once we started this DLC. And I'm glad she was able to play a major role. Wish we learned a little more about her. Emily mentioned that there was an AWE she was a part of, and I don't think we have anything on that. Yeah, it was B something and it's not here. I liked that the board were a lot more active and that we were seeing different sides of them. And now we're coming to distrust them, which is going to set us up for the next game where where they are reaching out to Dylan, but what is their intention with him? And that's going to be the question going forward. Like, what do they want? And then also, what is going on between them and Former? What does Former want? So, overall, a pretty fun DLC. I didn't get all the cats, but I'm not worried about it. Again, it's the end of the game, and I'm not planning on returning to it anytime soon. And I'm not crazy about getting cat ear accessories, so you know, if I'm really interested, I'll just look up a guide and figure it out, but I'm not gonna stress about it too much. I think between the two DLCs, I think this one was probably my favorite. And it could be because it's so focused on just control. Like, I do enjoy Alan Wake, but I kind of like them as separate things. I like when they cross paths, but I love Alan Wake games for their story, what they have going on specific to Alan, and now I guess Saga. And I like Control for what's going on specific to Jesse and the Supernatural. And AWE was so focused on Alan. And also, I was just kind of on edge the entire time with AWE because of the darkness and all of that. This one I was a little less on edge. The scariest part was the chasm. And because of the same reason, it's just so dark and you're getting hunted. But other than that, the exploration in this was a lot more fun. I think, like I said, reading and finding out the lore stuff was more fun in the AWE DLC. But this one, exploration was fun, and the lore was still good, what we did have of it. And this one has a lot more mysteries than the other DLC did. So overall, with Control, I enjoyed it a lot. The DLCs definitely made it feel even better. Would I play it again? I don't know. Just because of... It's literally just because of the movement bug. It was a lot better today, but I could still feel it happening. And it's just... It causes too much frustration within the menus and with... You know, I'm trying to run, and then I stop because it bugged out, so now I'm walking again and I have to keep hitting the button over and over. So that would be the main reason I wouldn't play this again, and I think it's just specific to the Ultimate Edition. Although I don't think you can even get the regular edition anymore. But it's still a lot of fun. I am looking very forward to Resonant whenever that comes out. And yeah, I don't think there's anything else to say. It was a great experience, and I'm glad I ended up playing it. So thank you for watching, and hopefully we'll be back soon for Control Resonant.